Namaskar everyone. I hope you guys are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to find a guru. Before that, I can see that you guys like the last video which I did about Chit Shakti meditation, which is something that you can use to fulfill all your desires. Do check it out if you already haven't seen it. To people who can't attend inner engineering or who find that they do not have enough time to do any of the Isha programs, the sadhguru app has enough tools to make sure that you are happy, peaceful, blissed out and so on. So make sure you check out the Chit Shakti meditations and definitely do it. And thank you for giving me feedback. Few of the people reached out to me about how they found the Chit Shakti meditations very useful. They had kept it downloaded, but they never knew that this was something so powerful. So I'm really glad that rather than just simply talking and blabbering out, I'm able to actually give you tools. It is definitely Sadhguru's grace that has made me, reach out to you guys in such a way that I'm able to give you tools rather than just give you, motivation. Come on, you can do this. Yes, you can do that. No, that stuff doesn't work. In whatever I have experienced, that stuff works in a very limited way. But if you can just take the right step, it can do so much more to you. Getting back to the topic, in today's video I'm going to talk about how to find a guru. Now this is something that can get so much misinterpreted. The words guru, spirituality, this is something people can't just come in terms with. If you talk to people, oh, you have a guru, some fake baba. This is what the general outlook is, and I was also like that, to be the truth. But I know that this needs to happen to you too. Like I've heard Sadhguru saying in one of these videos, what is the meaning of the word guru? Guru is made up of two words, gu and ru. Correct me if I am wrong. Gu means darkness and ru means dispeller. So a guru is one who dispels the darkness within you. He does not give you teachings, he does not give you philosophies, but he gives you tools which you can use to become the best version of yourself. So how do you find this guru? Now there is this notion that in order to find a guru we need to leave our homes, or we need to leave everything that we enjoy and all that stuff. No, I'm not against you leaving your home. I know there are various people who leave their homes and go in search of a guru. It's up to them. It depends upon the type of family they are living in. It depends upon the social times they are living in. So there is nothing right or wrong in whether you are leaving your home or whether you are staying at your home. It's up to each person depending on what he or she needs in his or her life. I am nobody to judge what is right or wrong. But my view, because there was this thing in me that I wanted a guru. So this video is more about how I found that guru and to help you guys. Maybe you are also in search of a guru and how you need to do it. So this is one thing that I did, and that I feel that if you do, you will find your guru. So this is what Sadhguru says. You do not need to go in search of a guru. You do not need to find a guru. When the seeking within you is so intense that you are not able to sleep, then your guru will find you. So how to increase the seeking? Seeking is a word that gets so much misinterpreted. Oh, seeking, internal seeking, journey inward. What is this journey inward? What does this mean to be a seeker? You hear this a lot. Even I have heard this a lot. Be a seeker. But how do you be a seeker? Let me tell you. This is what I feel of what it is meaning to be a seeker. Being a seeker means you do not believe in anything. You do not believe in anything. You have to believe in something, right? Yes. You do not believe in anything. Let me give you this example of my own. When I was 3-4 years back, I read this book of a doctor. It's called Evolution of Gods, where it talks about how we humans, we made up gods. There are no gods or something like that. After reading that book, I was like, there's no God, nothing like that. I became an atheist. I became kind of like an agnostic, like all this nonsense, God business. This is all stupid. But there was something within me, it was still not accommodating that. So I read some other books which supported like there is some spiritual force, this energy and all that stuff. I read that, and then suddenly I started believing this super force, God is there and all that stuff. But still something in me was still not accepting that also. I could neither believe the atheist view nor believe the believer view. Like, I could not believe in both the things. It is like this. Like recently when I heard a sadhguru's talk, I realized that it was something like this. See, when I was a believer, I thought God was there. Like, but what was my own experience about God? I have never seen such a person. My parents told me there is God. My religion told me there is God. You know, the culture in which I grew up, I see people going to temples and worshipping, and I believe there is God and all that stuff. I see photos, I think there is God. But what is my own experience? Zero, nil. I really do not know. And from the atheist point of view, when I was an atheist, when I look at this creation, how huge it is, how huge, we do not know where it begins, where it ends, right? It's so huge. Even we do not know how the tiniest particle, the subatomic particle, how an electron, a proton, or how even an atom looks like. No one even has seen an atom, and yet we say there is no creation. Like, you check the shawl, this is very simple thing, right? If someone says this shawl simply came into existence, your logical mind would say, what nonsense, some tailor, someone might have stitched it, right? Yes, that is very logical. But this creation, it simply came, boom, without an intelligence. But yet, I was neither ready to believe this or that. So, that is what I feel my seeking in me was there. So, through my entire life, I have sought out. I always wanted to know the truth. Like, when I suffered with psychiatric drugs, and after I overcame all those issues, I wanted to know what are these psychiatric drugs doing, how does this work. So you see, I used to read all these books. You know, these are books, you know, what doctors don't get to study in medical school. See, this is written by a doctor, an MD doctor, but he talks more about the mind and how the present medical model system is so much screwed up. He talks about the mind, the power of the mind, and how most of the diseases are psychosomatic. I read about antidepressant books. You see, these are books that, you know, psychologists and psychiatrists do not read. They just read about how to pop pills in people. But I wanted to know, I really wanted to know what caused it. And, you know, the seeking was there. So I realized like how antidepressants work and all those things. But still, so many things were there. You know, people mostly say that, you know, drugs are very addictive. One time you take, you become addicted. You know, a lot of things, mumbo jumbo gets published in all these things. But I wanted to know the truth about that. So I wanted to know, why do people get addicted? I was not ready to accept whatever someone told me. Just because someone told me marijuana is addictive. I'm not promoting you should not take any drugs. I'm not promoting that you should take drugs and all. I'm just saying that I wanted to know, are drugs really addictive? So I bought this book, Chasing the Scream, and so that I wanted to know. Always this seeking in me, within me, was so intense. So I read so many books, so many things, I knew so many things, but none of this could answer me. The seeking within me was so intense. These were all big knowledgeable people, but they were all, I felt, inner days. Even they couldn't understand the mind. What is happening? What the hell is happening in this universe? Nobody had an answer, and I wanted an answer. I wanted to know what is behind all this. So it grew within me. I do not know was so much within me that I wanted to know. So that's how I came across this book, Autobiography of a Yogi. So then I realized that reading this book, I felt this is something very genuine. But you know, I have seen this happening. Like, a lot of people read such books and then they talk about all these things. But for me, I wanted whatever the experience written in this book to happen to me also. So I thought, what is the next step? What is the next step that I can take? So I realized that they have an ashram. So I contacted them, see what is the meditation techniques that you teach. Is there some way that I can also learn these things? So they said, no, it's not like that. It's just that you have to subscribe to a letter and a subscription, and then we'll send you letters, and then you have to do the practices at home. So even though I was taken aback, I was ready. I wanted to make this happen. So I subscribed to their subscription. They used to send me this letters. It still comes, and I started doing that small Kriya Yoga practices at home. But still, I was not finding that connect. But I didn't give up. I was the kind of guy, I needed something to do. I could not, all the knowledge in this world couldn't satisfy me, and I realized that all this knowledge, my internal world was still screwed up. So I wanted action. I wanted something to do. So this seeking, this burning, it was so intense. Like Sadhguru says, I think I lost my sleep. I couldn't rest. I wanted an answer, and that's how I decided to go to the Isha Yoga Center. After that, inner engineering happened to me, and then then things changed. I think Sadhguru found me. I didn't find Sadhguru. Sadhguru found me. So all this happiness, people say when they see my videos, I'm very jovial, I'm very happy. Before that, I have had sleepless night. The seeking, I let my seeking burn within me. So that is the answer to it. So how to be a seeker? There's only one thing you need to do. Just this one thing, in my opinion, that you need to do, and that is, I do not know. You need to say, I do not know. Whatever it is in your life, if you really do not know, you have to say, I do not know. When you say, I do not know, I do not believe in all this stuff. It's not in that sense, like in a sarcastical sense. But if you know something, you say you know something. But think about it. Whatever you know, is it just read from somewhere, or is it just something like that? Or do you really know in your experience? If you do not really know in your experience, you have to say, I do not know. Ours is a society. We have built it in such a way that if you say, I do not know, people will be like, yeah, illiterate fool. He doesn't know anything. You won't get a job. You won't marry. You will be good for nothing. They have made it like that. But the reality is far from that. Only if you say, I do not know, you will want to know, right? Whatever you do in life, you first said, I do not know. Whether you said it verbally or not, it doesn't matter. But did you say, I do not know? Yes, you have definitely said, I do not know within yourself. That is why the seeking within you was there. So there's this one simple step that you can do to start this process, and it's a very simple step. It just takes a minute. Whenever you go to sleep, think about this. The next moment, I'm gonna die. Think about this. The next minute, I am gonna die, right? You need to just think about it. If in the next minute I'm gonna die, have I led a worthwhile life? Did I do something worthwhile today? You do not need to imagine something worthwhile. Oh, I helped 10 people or to cross the road, or I gave something to charity. No, this just needs to happen, a slow process. What this sadhana does to you is, slowly you will come in terms with your death, with your mortality. And when you come in terms with your mortality, when you actually realize that you are a being, boom, within the blink of an eye you can disappear, then you will only do the things that is most needed and most worthwhile to you. Till now, most of us, including you, me, everyone, we think we are going to live 100,000 years, right? Think about it. We are all living like that. We make so much things, we build up so much things. We actually think, I'm not saying you should not build things, you should do whatever the hell you want to do, but this should burn within you that you are a mortal being, that you can die any moment. Tonight when you sleep, tomorrow when you wake up, there are a lot of people who are not going to wake up, millions of people who are not going to wake up. And it's a fact, it's not I'm not making up things, it's a fact. Think about it. You can also be the next one, I can also be the next one. Tomorrow I might not wake up, but when you actually come in terms with it, that you are a mortal being and it burns within you, then you will realize that you do not know any shit in this, what is happening, and that longing within you to burn, and that longing within you to know it will burn. And when that burns, you will lose your sleep. Yes, you need to lose your sleep. Don't worry about it. You can lose your sleep for some time, nothing's going to happen. And when you lose that sleep, your guru will find you. See, when I say you need to find a guru, I'm not talking you need to find Sadhguru only or some other guru. Whoever your guru is, he will find you. Your duty, your responsibility is to only make that seeking within you burn. So I hope you use this, because think about it. Why are we here? So many things are there. So this needs to happen to you, to each one of us. And you need to take this step. Why? Whether it's inner engineering or some other process, Kriya Yoga or Jnana Yoga, whatever it is, it needs to happen to you. And if you let that fire, that small spark of I do not know become a big flame, your guru will find you. And that is something that beautiful, and it should happen to you. So I hope you guys like my video. do give me a thumbs up if you like my shawl, not the video. At least if you like the shawl, give a thumbs up, guys. And I'm not gonna say that dislike my video, because in the last video I said I waited for my first dislike to make sure that I was doing worthwhile stuff. Now I have people messaging me, I'm disliking your video so that so that it means that your videos are good. No, don't dislike. If you like my video, only like the video, guys. And if you don't like, you can dislike, that's up to you. But if you like, do only like. And I have made if you're first time on my channel, I have made this playlist of inner engineering videos where I talk about inner engineering, Bhavaspandana, all the programs, how you can volunteer. Do check out that playlist, it will be coming on top, so do check it out. And lastly, the most important thing, do subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon so that you get a notification immediately when I put out a video. So yes, as I always say, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Hike, WhatsApp, and everywhere. And I'll put it all in the description below and also in the comment section. I would highly appreciate it if you would rather send me a message on Instagram or Facebook Messenger, as it is much more easier for me to send you a voice note clarifying your queries or doubts and just reaching out to you. That is much. I love reaching out to you guys, and I love replying to all the messages because I love you guys. It really means a lot to me, and I really love you guys, and I really do, because I really do. And I was saying, yes, so message me on Facebook or Instagram, because when you send me an email, I know you send big queries and I want to answer those, but typing it out takes a lot of time, and it might not get that necessary impact, I feel. So that's why I tell you to message me on FB or Instagram. So that's it for today's video. Hope you guys have a great day, great week, great year, but more than that, a great moment right now. Namaskaram.